Tears of the Sun is about man's inhumanity to man.
Ringside seats do ethnic cleansing.
This is what they do.
We're already engaged.
But it's also about good men doing something about evil.
His party is excess cargo.
Does that mean that he's not human, sir?
This is a metaphor for what's happening today in the world.
Cowboy the fuck up!
How do you do the right thing and still maintain your humanity? The world has not yet turned its help towards Africa. There's no hope for a man in Africa to raise his family. It just goes back and forth, and it's all who's got the guns.
The people make about $1 a day. If they protest at all, they send in these guerrillas, they send in these rebels, they send in the so-called police in those areas to pretty much chop their hands off or chop their jaws so they can't speak. They set examples. I mean, it's primitive.
It's the simplest form of war. This is my land, these other people think it's their land.
What do you got?
Ringside seats do ethnic cleansing.
I haven't seen much about it, and it's almost like the Holocaust of Africa.
How can they do this?
This is what they do.
What this movie is based on, like really bringing people's attention, awareness to what's really going on.
There are horrible things in this film.
Look at your word, motherfucker.
We never took the edges off of it. This is what the film's about, the harsh reality of what tribal warfare looks like. If my people have been killing your people for centuries, you're not going to set that aside. Why is this happening? Why is the world letting this happen? Which is what it feels like, is that the world is letting this happen.
There's some profound evil things happening there that we need to seriously look at.
At the end of the year '99, I left William Morris and formed Cheyenne, and Bruce and I became partners.
I had this project for 5 years. I had this project before there was a Cheyenne.
Rules of engagement.
We're already engaged.
This film was originally called Rules of Engagement.
He felt very strongly about the substance of the script and had an instinct.
I don't think you can tell enough of these stories. You aim the camera at the atrocities of what goes on over there, and people's focus go.
You're gonna wanna come take a look at this.
He was passionate about it, and when you hear somebody's passion, you begin to see their vision. In this particular film, like not many others that I've experienced with Bruce, and we've done about 35 together, this one has found its life as it's gone on.
Interestingly enough, a real life situation in Nigeria caught up to the script.
Action!
Joe Roth found Antoine Fuqua for us.
Down on the longer lens to see the jet come in.
He had seen Training Day before it come out.
A week later, we were sitting in a room with Antoine as director.
The subject matter is what I had a passion for. When I read the script and spoke with Bruce, it had to be done. There's not enough movies made about Africa.
God already left Africa.
Bruce is a great character actor. I mean, he's a movie star. I told Bruce, you have a dark heart. All you know is killing, duty. You don't know what real love is. All of a sudden, you get this mission where you have to go in and rescue Monica Bellucci's character. But when you go in, you discover your humanity. That brings you out of the darkness.
Sir, you know as well as I do what's going to happen to him if I leave him out here.
It's not a character that always knows what he's going to do.
Your judgment has risked the lives of your men and the mission's success.
It's about a guy that is making mistakes and knows that he is, and is still trying to move forward, is still trying to complete the mission and behave as a good man.
Why'd you turn that bird around out, Chief?
If I figure it out, I'll let you know.
He can no longer endure the death, the devastation, and for the first time in his life, he faces a conflict. His job versus the reality, the humanity that he had lost over the course of 25 years of being in the service.
Broke my own rule. Started to give a fuck.
He makes a choice as a human being, not as a soldier.
Let's turn it around.
You have to see man's inhumanity. You'll understand why he decides to do something about it. Sometimes the strong have to protect the weak.
I really related to my character's dilemma. He's trying as hard as he can to get his job done and still do the right thing as a man.
It's like so long since I've done a good thing, right thing.
And its heart was the love story.
Should I have summarized?
These two people finding out about each other through the lives of people who suffer and have nothing.
There's a respect that's developing.
Get those weapons out of my operating room.
He's seeing how she takes care of these people and how much passion she has for something other than herself. And it's affecting him.
It's what Lieutenant Waters sees in Monica's character. Something turns in his heart.
I would have done the same thing if I was in your position. I would
have trusted me either.
When you look at this woman who has chosen this life, you have to believe between these two people's moments together, and there's not a lot of physical contact, that just their eyes can evoke an emotional response. So there's a very special quality that requires that. Monica was just right.
I saw Monica Bellucci and Milena. She's amazing.
She's my friend!
You know what? You could also be armed. Get back there with the others. Go on.
She's very passionate, she's screaming, she's crying. At the same time, there are moments of peace.
Monica Bellucci is a really strong woman.
What about my people?
Not here for them.
You lied to me! You lied to me!
She was always focused. She wanted to do more.
And even, I'm going to say to him, for me, it was important to prepare my character. He showed me so many things, many documentaries. We talked a lot about the scripts, about what I had to say, about my character, about everything, really. It was a beautiful and open relation.
Monica's very intelligent and courageous. I can't wait to work with Monica again.
We're out here in Africa. You see any tigers? Run.
I wanted to film in Africa, but at the time when this movie was greenlit, it was right after 9/11. Obviously, no one was going to fly anywhere. We found Hawaii to be a safe place to make the movie.
I feel like you're in a painting some days, you know what I mean? Look around you, I mean, these mountains and the clouds, and even the rain when it poured the other day was amazing, just for the look of the film.
Go.
Just the experience of the hardship of shooting this film in the jungle brought something to us as actors that I think got on the film.
The rain and everything else, all the elements that have worked against us, have assisted us in creating what is the reality of something, but on the other hand, has made it more difficult.
You know this man?
Yes.
What? Do you know him?
Yes! I have to say that it was a very difficult film. I was in the middle of the mud, difficult situations, mosquitoes all over.
The more dirt and muck and sweat and stuff that you got on you, that just helps it off.
Let's finish the job.
This is real. This is as powerfully real as it gets.
It's time for you to become a fucking man and get your people into Cameroon. Now, cowboy the fuck up. Got it?
Antoine has brought an edge to it and a clarity to what has happened in these countries.
I was so excited just to work with him. He's such an actor's director. He's going to give you everything that you need to make it true to life.
He's an amazing director. He sees things in grand, epic, wonderful ways, but he's so human. He loves what makes up human qualities in people. The combination of that with an action picture, that's why he's perfect for this job.
You wanted to do a film about the people. I think that all those feelings that he has, all this passion that he has, is going to come out in the movie.
Everybody get in your place.
We fought to have real Africans be flown in to be the extras in this film.
I wanted real people, like the Lost Boys of Sudan. They walked across Sudan 14 years or something like that.
They traveled in a pack of 65,000. That was from ages 2 to 13. The oldest was 14 years old at that time.
They really went through horrible experiences in their lives, and you can read that in their faces.
There's almost nobody on this set that you can talk to that there isn't a story of how we have congregated in the United States of America.
There are moments when it's so real that they break down. The memories that just are never ending. When I see that, I mean, that's just wrenching.
Looking down at a village that is burning and hearing gunfire is beyond movie making for a lot of us. It just triggers stuff.
There's an older gentleman, his character's name is Alpha. He lost all of his family, and he lost them in a way that is very much emulated in this story. Just hearing the gunshots and coming into the village, he just started weeping. He couldn't help himself.
Just these guys watching what we were doing just shook them up so much because it was so much like their own story. That in turn moved us, and everybody just bonded in a way that I've never really seen happen in a film.